Hello, I am Robert Marujo. You emailed me today, which is now actually yesterday, to ask about submitting video samples. So I've put together two so far, and I'm shooting them your way, but I'm including this piece, which is not a sample, but I just wanted to kind of talk and say I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm assuming you hopefully liked everything else I got going on in terms of me as a writer and my career up to this point. I love Nintendo. I love all video games, but Nintendo is what I grew up with, and it's what I know most intimately, and it's my passion. This is like a tiny sampling of all of my Nintendo junk that I have behind me here. But as you can see on this side, I'm dedicated to the entire industry, to the medium of video game journalism. I'm assuming you guys get a ton of applications every time you put the call out, and I'm sure you hear a lot of people who say, I love Nintendo, I grew up with Nintendo. So what makes me different? For one thing, I don't have a ton of video credit under my belt, but I'm comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with being in front of a camera. I have the gift of gab. I've had so many jobs in my life where I've had to talk, and I think I do it well. I think I'm able to engage with people and connect with people, whether it's in person or talking to a camera like I am right now. So what else makes me different? I'm dedicated to writing as a craft, not just in terms of writing about video games, but writing in general. It's a huge part of who I am. I am in the middle of writing a book, and when I say I'm writing a book, I don't mean I'm writing a book that I'm looking to shop around. I legitimately have a book deal that I just need to finish the book and send to my publisher. It's Schiffer Publishing. I say this because it's, again, part of who I am and my devotion to all things video games. Part of what I write about in the book is how, look at Mickey. Go back to 1928 and Disney and that first time Steamboat Willie's on the screen in a theater. I don't think many people who walked out of the theater that night were thinking, wow, this is going to end up in the Smithsonian, This is going to be a huge pop culture icon that's going to exist in 2017 still, and on and on and on. Nothing like that, I think, went through anyone's heads. But there's no denying the impact that Disney has had on this country, this world. It brought cartoons to the forefront of the American mind. I think we're still a ways away from cartoons being accepted like other forms of cinema, but the point is that it had an indelible impact. And I think that, you can go as far back as Atari, but honestly, you go back to NES and you go back to the impact that console had on the industry and on people in general, and it's incredible. And I think that people are now getting to the point where they are in their 30s like me, or they're in their 40s or even 50s, and video games were part of their lives growing up, and now they're part of their children's lives. And you have this multi-generational connection between people, where at one point you had video games as this just absolute junk medium of entertainment. Nobody cared about it seriously. But now you can actually sit down and talk to people and say, yeah, I remember the impact that game had on me. It's something I've played my entire life. Now I share it with my kids. I had a college professor who, she plays Pokemon with her children, and I just thought that was absolutely hilarious, thinking this grown woman who's teaching me science goes home to play Pokemon with her kids because she loves it that much, and she wants to share it with them. And I think PlayStation is starting to experience this a little bit more, because it's getting, the brand is long in the tooth now, like Nintendo. But honestly, you look at Nintendo, and it's amazing what that one brand means within this industry, in terms of just the impact that it's had and the love that people have for those games and those consoles. Look at the fervor over the release of NES Mini. Everyone wanted that thing, and the demand was just so through the roof, because people identified with that console. They knew it the second they saw it. I remember that. I played that when I was a kid, and on and on and on. And Me, as an editor, you hire me, IGN. What do I bring? I bring this enthusiasm. I bring this knowledge. I have knowledge. I have my Bible, which is just filled with research on everything Nintendo. I have over here all these books. I live and breathe this stuff. For me, it's not just about staying contemporary, it's also communicating. This is the history of it. I love every bit of it. I love the toys. I love everything, and I love writing about it, and I love communicating about it with other people. So you've got 2 video samples from me. I gave you the link to my portfolio, which has like almost 100 different articles and reviews that I've written. I update it frequently. If you go on to nintendojo.com right now, where I write, there are articles with my name attached to them. Book deal. I think I'm charismatic. I'm a roly-poly, I know, but, you know, the camera adds 100 pounds. Anyway, I'm sending this into the air. I'm sending this to IGN. I don't know if you'll like it. I'm hoping that you do, and I hope that I am the next editor for you for your Nintendo-oriented pieces. Thank you.